Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Do you ditch, as they say across the pond? Um, there is a lot of news, but is any of it any good? We don't know. I want to have a co-host. I want to talk to somebody. You know, I want to have a dialogue, and not just with the comments. Oh God. I'm under the weather. I'm a little sick, so bear with me. Both kids were sick in the past week, and I thought, there's no way I'm getting sick in the summer. Just no way. And yesterday, it started kicking my butt. So bear with me. I'm a little sick. Protests in LA. If you haven't seen, the people are co-opting the oppressors' ways, and they are utilizing the means that the riot police cordon off and round up and brutalize protesters. The most American thing anyone could do, I believe, is protest. I think that it's woven into the fabric of our society, you know? From the Tea Party to, well, there's some bad protests too. Protests haven't always been on the right side of things. But all the way back to the Tea Party, before the founding of our country, it was woven into the fabric that we are a nation of protesters. And anybody that threatens to use the military against its own citizens to deal with the protesters isn't very American. But I thought it was cool that Anonymous was talking about in Arizona, the protesters were using the kettle method to combat the ICE agents, and there's some cool life hacks. That's what somebody should do, start a protest hack channel. Life hack for protesting. And they said, you know, the yellow cones, the street cones, they said they were using those to, if there was, you know, the what is it, the violations of the Geneva Convention, if they use the chemical weapons like the pepper spray bombs and stuff, which are not allowed in war, but somehow they're allowed to use on their own citizens. Hello. But they said those street cones, the cones used in traffic, the traffic cones, if they try to throw the pepper spray bomb, you put one of those right over it. And I bet it makes a cute little chimney. Somebody should totally do like a Martha Stewart protest hacks channel. But I thought that was cool. And, you know, I'm a big proponent of, well, if the oppressors are doing it, if the people who are oppressing you use these tactics, co-opt the tactics. You know, it obviously works, so you should take and learn from them. Just like the colonizers will co-opt, you know, whatever native things and then claim it as their own. And I think it works the other way too. So, interesting news. But there is more. There's more news, unfortunately. I don't know if you guys seen this. But hold on, let me try to get out the way. Senator Padilla was arrested, or at least restrained in handcuffs. I don't know if he was technically arrested, but they are arresting senators. There's Padilla in California, I'm not sure. But he was manhandled out of a room where Kristi Noem, the DHS, Department of Homeland Security Secretary, Kristi Noem, the most probably, well, no, I can't say the most, but one of the very many unqualified people to be doing the jobs in the government. It's so funny how these people are like, we want to root out fraud, and the bureaucracy's got to go, and we don't want, well, they don't say nepotism. We don't want favoritism. They say they want qualified people. Meanwhile, half the government now is Fox News agents. And the other half is like these loyalists that their only qualifications were they will praise and further Trump's agenda at any and all costs. There is no constitution for them. It is the Trumpstitution, the Donstitution. But Kristi Noem having a press conference where you would assume a sitting senator could go and ask questions. Well, when he barged in saying, I have some questions for you, her private security manhandled this senator, got him on the floor. I'm surprised they didn't do the knee on the neck, you know, that old chestnut, and they handcuffed him and kept him out. Nothing says democracy like, we're going to handcuff you if you think you're going to ask questions. So, interesting scene. Dude was pushed right out of a presser. I don't know. Things are going weird in this country. Look at that. Why is all the media there if they're not going to allow questions? You got to wonder that. And what is this? Oh, whoops. That's just kittens. I guess there is some new... Hey, what's up, Kevin Hawthorne? How's Florida treating you? We'll just look at kittens for a little bit. Let me see if I can duck down. The other news is, I was reading, what is it, Bazinga? That's a website, not a thing some sitcom says. Bazinga was reporting that this English teacher, and they wouldn't say, was she an English teacher? I linked it down below. But they wouldn't say where this teacher was teaching out of, what state. I really wanted to know what state. I think that would have been better for all of us if we knew the state this teacher, where this news story took place. Maybe I could have dug on TikTok, but I don't want to go on TikTok. Because I think that's where she posted her message. But this English teacher, this teacher quit teaching after a few years and said, I have little faith of these kids. Half of them can't read, and the other half don't care.